Being confused is a blessing. Being confused in life, feeling lost, feeling anxious and worried about where you're going to go is a blessing. Now, let me tell you exactly why I believe that. If you feel confused and lost, it's a sign that you are growing. You're trying to remove yourself from your comfort zone. You are yearning for more. You're yearning to find your true purpose in life. Because, look, end of the day, we live once in this life. And I'm in a state of confusion because this channel starts... If you scroll down to my videos, right, you can clearly see my old videos were gaming videos, reactions, and all that kind of stuff. And then it went into vlogs. You can see some of my old vlogs are still there from years ago when I went on holiday and whatnot. And then it went into challenges. You can still see they're still there. Some of them are still there, messing about with my cousins and friends, doing silly challenges, spin the bottle and forfeits and that. And then I discovered the whole aspect of tasawwuf and spirituality, and that happened when I grew up. Because, you know, one thing I've noticed and one thing I've learned is, let me tell you something. You might think you're the king of the world at 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. You might think that you know better than anyone, and you know your view is correct, and you know you have a heedless life. You're just, you know, you take life for just like a little playtime. Like, it's just, what's the next, you know, what's the next motive? What we're doing today? Where we're going tomorrow? All that kind of stuff. What we're doing today? What's the plan? What's the motive? How can we have fun today? That's what most of your youth is made up of, your teens and your early 20s. Well, that's in my case. Obviously, some people wake up and snap out of all their playtime before that. But it took me like 25 years to snap out of it. Which is fine, because some people don't snap out of it till they're 40, 50. Believe me, that is true. So, alhamdulillah, I have snapped out of a lot of the time wasting I used to do, and I've tried to be as productive as I possibly can in this day and age. Well, I try my best, you know, it's not always easy, but I try, and that's all you can do in it. You can try in this life. That's all you can do. Guys, if you can hear the window wipers, I'm hoping that it doesn't pick up on the sound too much. They need changing, and these window wipers are really bad. But anyway, guys, if you feel lost and confused, just know it's a sign of growing. It's a sign that you are not happy with where you are at, and it's a sign that you want to grow. You're leaving the realms of the comfort that you have always been inside, and embrace this confused state, and don't let it last. It will be there. It will you know, it will haunt you. It will come at you when you least expect it, or when you least need it. In times where you want clarity, you will instead be so confused, and you will just be sat there stale, dormant, and you will not know what to say, what to do, how to act. See, the window wipers are mad right now, so I'm really hoping it doesn't pick up on the mic too much. That's why I'm talking directly into the mic, so you can remove that kind of sound. Hopefully it removes it. Anyway, going back to my story, look, like I said, I started off with gaming, then it came to reactions, then it went to holiday vlogs, then it went to challenges with my friends and cousins. Then at the age of 25/6, I started listening to various Islamic lectures and different talks to get closer to my religion, to get closer to God, and praise be to Him for guiding me towards that. And I have to thank the people and the sheikhs that I used to watch, and I still watch. People like Sheikh Hamza Yusuf and Sheikh Yahya Rowdis and Sheikh Ibrahim Asifa and Sheikh Haroon and Sheikh Suleiman. There's plenty of sheikhs that taught me life lessons and made me ponder. And it really woke me up considerably. Like, honestly, it made me realize that life ain't no playtime. You ain't got long to be heedless and just be brain dead. Like, you've been given the blessing of logic and reason and rationale, so use it and increase yourself in knowledge. Whether it's, even if it's creating a video, at least give it your best shot. Don't just create a video for the sake of it. At least give it your best shot. Do you know what I'm trying to say? Like, actually try and bring value. Try, and if you want to make a video in great editing tips, then make sure you're giving great editing tips. Like, really give life your best shot. That's what I believe. I started to go into the realms of spirituality and bettering my character, bettering how I am as a person, how I treat other people, and all that kind of stuff. And then I started to make videos on that. I started to make videos on, different key figures in Islam, different topics, especially around Sufism and Tasawwuf and spirituality. It's a big part of my life, and it's a massive part of my life. In fact, it's who I am, and it's wow. The weather's just cleared up. It's who I am. It's who I'm trying to be, and this whole path of Tasawwuf is not just a label. It's not just a name. It's more of a reality and how you really treat people and how you are as a person, how you react to the stimuli around you. And I'm just working on myself all the time, like this whole ego, and life comes with trials and tribulations, and you just got to take every day as it comes. Every single day is a challenge. Look, your rizq in life is not only in the form of money, it's in the form of relationships, in the form of friends, it's in the form of, of course we know food, and money is the main example, but believe me when I say there's so much more to rizq. It's everything you get is what you're meant to get at that specific time. So I was meant to be heedless and waste my time up to my mid-20s. It was meant for me. That was meant for me, and that shaped me. So wherever you may be in life right now, whoever you are, wherever you're from, just know you are meant to be where you are, and there is a path that will be paved for you. And have trust in the Almighty, and He will open your heart, and you will find purpose in life. Because like I said, we were made for more than a 9 to 5. We were made for more than just waking up early, going to work, coming home, sleeping, repeating for 40 years, claiming your 50 years, 60 years, claiming your pension, and then riding off into the sunset, and then dying one day, and that was it. If that's how you think life is, then believe you me, we are delusional if we think that's what life was for. Believe me. Of course, working, bringing in a means to put bread on the table is essential, and it's part of the deen as well, of course. But there is more to life than just corporate and working and just having a couple of days to leisure down. There's more to life than that. So the reason I use my YouTube channel as an example is because my YouTube channel is a confused channel. If you look at it, like I said, the transition, it reflects my own transition, because I've always done what I am myself. I've always shared who I am in that current moment. So when I was doing vlogs on holidays, that's actually when I was vlogging, and when I enjoyed that, when I was going on holidays with all my friends, and just you know how it is, isn't it? Just wasting time, really, not pondering on myself, not pondering on God, and all that kind of stuff. So, and then came the challenges, like I said, and in them times I was just finding ways to get views and go viral, and finding ways to make people laugh and entertain people, but even that wasn't fulfilling. And then in my mid-20s and that's where I am now. Obviously now I'm in the later 20s and 27, but in my mid-20s was when I found out that you actually can change the world with the value that you give them. And I never used to believe in these cliche things as a kid. Changing the world. How can I change the world? What can I do that can change the world? But if every single person woke up in the morning and looked in the mirror and said, how can I be a better person today? Then the world will change, because if 7 billion people woke up and thought that, then 7 billion lives have improved, and by a ripple effect they will improve the lives of their family members, the people around them, their friends, their neighbors, and then that, like I said, will have a knock-on effect and a chain reaction around the whole world. The world will be a better place if you self-reflect and look in the mirror. But that's the hardest part. Will you look in the mirror? That is the hardest part. Will you look in the mirror when the mirror is there, and it'll tell you all your flaws? It will tell you that you need to improve in this, you need to improve in that. Anyway, my mid-20s I realized that I have a lot of flaws, and I started this journey of self-reflection, and wow, what a journey it has been. And it's still here. It's been full of ups and downs, and let me tell you, that spiritual awakening and that enlightenment, when it lasts for a long time, but when it goes down, boy, does it does it go down? I mean, it's a daily battle. It's a daily, it's a daily war with yourself, with your ego, with what you want in life. Like you'd see my my last couple of videos have been about me talking about things regarding business and chasing success. Let me tell you something. I don't know. Look, my channel has barely got 1,000 subscribers. Well, it's nearly there. I'm like 10 subscribers away from 1,000, or I think 9 subscribers away from my first 1,000, which is a milestone. And I thank you guys for subscribing. Like 1,000 people, you put 1,000 people in a room, and it's a lot of people. So there's no doubt I'm appreciative of all of you. Believe me. People may think that you only can start saying thank you to your subscribers once you hit 10,000, 20, 100,000, 1 million. But believe me, 1,000 is enough to fill a room and make you think, wow, that's a lot of people. It is. 1,000 people is a lot of people, man, and I appreciate that, seriously. But going back to what I was saying, from my mid-20s was when I started the journey of self-reflection and pondering on who I am and what I want to be and what mark I want to leave on the earth. And these things, like, you don't think of that when you're a kid. You don't think when you're in your teens, what legacy do I want to leave behind? Who do I want to, when I die, when people remember me, what will they say? What will they think? You don't think that, because when you're young, you're such a selfish person. All you think about is your way or no way, and you're right and the rest are wrong. And it's just like, life humbles you, man. Life humbles you. And I say this all the time, that nothing in life humbles you than life itself. The lessons that life give you humble you. The people you meet along the way humble you. And your flaws and self-reflection, that is the biggest humbler. I don't know if that's a word, but I'll use it anyway. So my videos started to become more serious, like about self-reflection, and you know what I mean. Even in a world where I could have easily gone down the entertainment route, I know I'm a creative guy. I can think of many challenges and ideas that will be funny and entertaining and make people laugh and whatnot. I can easily go down that route, but I don't want to go down that route, because how many times are we going to go on the internet and laugh and just laugh? Like, what's so funny? There's nothing to laugh about, really and truly. What's there to laugh about? And there's no doubt, like, trust me, I have my fair share of downtime and times to become entertained and laugh and whatnot. But in the grand scheme of things, what is there to laugh about, right? We live in worlds where we are enslaved in our corporate lives. We live in a world where there's mass injustice around the world. What is there to laugh about? You can go onto YouTube and find many people to laugh at, comedy and all this stuff and entertainment and all these new YouTube groups and whatnot. You can find them, you can watch them and laugh at them. You don't need me to start making entertaining videos. We've got plenty. I want to bring value. I want to change people's lives. I want to inspire people to do something. And I know it's mad for me to say that, because what leverage have I got to do that? I've not got millions of subscribers or millions in the bank to prove to you that you guys can do it, because I'm not an example. I come from you guys. I come from nothing, literally nothing. You understand? That's why, and I'm brave enough to say this on camera. Not many people are, and this is a blessing from God. You take your personality and your characteristics as a blessing from God. If you are a person who can't face the camera, who can't speak, who doesn't want to, then take that as a blessing in your own way. But I take this as a blessing in my own way, because this is what God has given me, and God has given me the confidence to go on camera and talk my talk. Whether that's it, like, do you know what I mean? Like, many people would shy away from talking their story, talking what they mean, what they want to show. Like, many people will shy away from this, and me personally, I can't. I just feel like there's more. I just feel like there's something I have to give to the world. I have to give back. And I know it sounds mad, like I said, because I've got no leverage to give back, but I'm a human being with a beating heart, and so are you. So don't let anyone try and say you need to do this before you can speak. You need to have £1 million in the bank before you can speak. You need to have 1 million followers before you can speak. No, all you need is a beating heart and a brain that thinks, and a moment in life and experiences. And I've had that. I've got a beating heart, alhamdulillah. I've got a brain that thinks. I've had moments in life, and I've had experiences in life, so I have that leverage to speak, and so do you. So don't let anyone ever try and tell you you can't do what you want to do. You were set out to do what you want to do because that's who you are, and this is who I am inherently at the core of my very being. This is who I am, and no one will stop me. Not my mother, not my father, not my wife, not my family, not my friends. No one can stop me. And that's not me being arrogant. That's me. That's them knowing that. They know. My family know me. Everyone knows me. My friends know me. They know I will speak my truth, and I will go on camera, and I won't be shy to say it. And they respect it. I like to think they respect it anyway. They better do. But yeah, seriously. So now, when I say by being confused, look, I'm in a confused state right now because my channel was going towards spirituality, it was going towards Islamic reflections and topics, and now it's kind of going towards business and venturing out the rat race and the matrix, so to speak. And the matrix is real, the rat race is real, and alhamdulillah, I can't complain in the position I'm in my corporate life, in my job and whatnot. I'm not going to complain, but there's more to life. You see people on the internet achieving massive things, and especially as men, and I'm speaking as a man. I'm not going to speak on behalf of the females and women, but as a man, men have dreams, and we don't talk about it. Like, I can sit my friends down, and if I say to them, what's your dream, tell me your goals and aspirations in life, they'll probably laugh it off, because people feel shy to talk about their dreams because they feel insecure that people might mock them, people might doubt them, so they keep their cards close to their chest. And I was like that, but I'll tell you now, my dream is to sit there one day in life and say, you know what, I did what I set out to do. I did what I set out to do. And for a long time I used to talk the talk and not walk the walk, and things have started to change slowly. And let me tell you something. If someone said to you, Hamza, do you want £1 million in the bank? I'd say, yeah, of course I do. Because what does money get you? It gets you a lot of things. It makes you appreciate life more, because you are open to doing more things, and you're open to more of the blessings that God will provide. There are so many things that open up to you once you have money, and that's a fact. I'm going to say this, and I'm telling you the exact truth, and this is coming from my very soul, and may God strike me down while I'm driving if I'm lying. If someone said to me, what would be the best part of making £1 million? Not to say I'll make it, God knows what the path is. Maybe I'll go broke for the rest of my life. Only God knows. But if someone asked me right now, what would be the best part of making £1 million? And the answer I can only give you if I had £1 million in the bank. That's the only raw and real answer I can give you if I actually had £1 million and I don't have £1 million. But right now, what I'm telling you is my answer would be the contentment I will get, the endorphins and dopamine I will accumulate in my body, my soul, to say that I achieved 1 million because I did that from my hard work and my persistence and my pursuit for this. That gives me more contentment than any car or any house that I can buy or any tangible object I can buy. Believe me when I say the contentment of sitting there and saying to my son or my friends or my family that I did that because I set out to do that and I was capable of doing that. That gives me more contentment than actually using that million for tangible things like cars and houses and expensive holidays and holiday homes and all that kind of, and expensive clothes and shoes and watches. That gives me more contentment. The things that gives me more contentment is the fact that I said I did it. I did it from a state where I came from nothing. I came from £3 an hour jobs and £4 an hour jobs and getting sacked from Subway and when I was young, getting sacked from numerous jobs because I just couldn't concentrate and I used to mess about and I used to throw sandwiches around, and yeah, that's a story for another day and it's a true story, but we'll get into that one day. But coming from that kid who couldn't concentrate in school, I couldn't concentrate, and believe me when I say ADHD, everyone self-diagnoses themselves these days. Let me tell you, I have struggled my whole life and I still do, even though I'm training myself every day to focus and stay disciplined and consistent and motivated. Believe me, I have struggled every single day with staying concentrated. I was told in year 3, I still remember in parents' evening in year 3, that the teacher told my parents that your son has potential, but he gets distracted way too easily. He gets distracted. Even a little sound in class, he'll be looking, yo, where's that sound come from? Like, you know what I mean? Where's that sound? What's happening? What's the next motive? Who's trying to make someone laugh? Like, why is there a pen getting thrown across the classroom? What's going on? I've always been like that, and it's just it's stuck with me from a young age. I've always been a man of jumping on one thing to another, distractions and different ideas, and not fulfilling them because I'm just bouncing from one idea to another. I've always had that, and I feel like a lot of guys have that in them. And look, we live in a day and age that social media now is showing guys who are younger than us, who are driving fast cars and living it up and making money. And as a man, you want to make money because you want to provide the best life possible for your family, for your parents. You want to have you want to retire your parents. Which man does not want to retire his parents? I mean, we keep it close to our chest. We don't tell our parents we want to retire them because they'll just laugh it off and say, "Oh, yeah, everyone says that you want to retire me, but just And parents, they'll just say, "Don't worry about us. Just look after yourself." But every man has a dream to retire his parents and look after his family and whatnot. And it comes to a point where you just stop saying it. How many times are you going to tell your parents, "Inshallah, I'm going to retire you. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that." Your parents eventually look at you and say, "Son, just look after yourself. Don't worry about us." But in your heart of hearts, you know for a fact that the first thing you would do if you ever made it, quote unquote, make it, is that you would make sure that your parents don't work a day again. You understand? That's one thing believe me. I don't tell my parents this, and I mean, this video's been going on for quite long, so I doubt they'll see this. I don't know if my parents watch all my videos. My mum definitely does, so she might see this. But believe you me, if I ever made it in life financially, then my parents will see that money first. That's a fact. And let me tell you, by societal standards, making it is only financial. I know people on the internet who have made it, quote unquote, by financial standards and societal standards because society says you only make it when you make money. But I know idiots with money. I know absolute morons with money. So how are they? And I know people who have never seen money, and I know stories of people who have never seen money, but in their heart they are rich to the core, absolutely rich to the point you can't even, believe me, you can't even touch them in terms of making it in life. They're the ones who have made it spiritually. Seriously, they're the people who have really made it in life. And these rich people with no morals, degenerate people, they have all the money. Believe me, they've not made it. They've not made it at all. They've made it in this world and they're having their fun here. But believe me, in the longevity, in the grand scheme of things, they're not made nothing. So, if you're rich in the heart and the soul, just know for a fact you've made it in life. And I know that's hard to just sit with because you got to think that, yeah, he's telling me I've made it, but I'm broke, I can't afford rent, I can't afford bread, but my character's good. But how have I made it then? Believe me, you may not see it today, you may not see it tomorrow. One day you will sit there and say, Alhamdulillah, you know what? Maybe I was a good guy. Maybe I was a good person, a good woman. Maybe I was a good man. Maybe I did something that I was good. And I refrained from the options of going down a path of degeneracy or heedlessness. Anyway, going back to my own confusion, you can probably tell I'm a confused guy because I just go tangent to tangent and I just bounce off different ideas all the time. And yeah, that's just the way I am, man. It's just the way I'm hardwired. Guys, if you're confused, embrace your confusion, because confusion is the start. It's the beginning of the journey. It's the sign that you are willing to grow. You are going to ascend. You are going to ascend. And that's why this channel is called Hamza's Ascent. It's my ascension in spirituality, in finance, in business, in character, in self-development, in everything. And that's why this channel has got so many different genres in one. Me being the main character, and there's different side characters and that, but me being the main character. So if I ever go down on a tangent, if my next video is about finance and trying to start a business, and then the video after is about, I don't know, the Sufi saints of Mauritania, then believe me, that's just me expressing who I am and what I'm trying to learn about and how I'm trying to share it with you guys. I am just my mind is just always pondering and thinking of different avenues and different ways. That's who I am, and I will share that. You know, for so many times I was putting pressure on myself to niche down and find a niche and find one specific thing you're going to talk about, but I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to do that. And if the channel blows up, it blows up, and if it doesn't, it doesn't. I'm going to chase who I am, and who I am is a man who is absolutely into tasawwuf, into spirituality, into learning more about his beloved messenger sallallahu alaihi wasallam, in his God, in finance, in learning how to make passive income, in learning how to excel myself financially, not because I'm obsessed with money, but just like I said before, just because I can say I did that. I did that. When millions of people are struggling in their 9-to-5s and finding it hard to escape the rat race, I escaped it, and that will give me more endorphins and dopamine than actually escaping it and seeing the money in my hand. The actual fact that I escaped it will give me more contentment and more happiness than the actual money itself, if you know what I'm trying to say. I hope you understand what I'm trying to say. Like I said, guys, if you're confused, embrace it. Do not feel lost. Do not feel lost, and embrace that lostness. Do not feel scared. Be brave. Do it scared. Do whatever you're doing whilst you're scared, whilst your heart is beating, whilst the adrenaline is pumping. Do it. That's the time you should do it. Whatever you want to do, write that blog, start that channel, build that website, whatever you want to do it then. Exactly when your heart is beating, when you're feeling uncomfortable, when you're told that you're going to do something which you completely have no idea what you're doing, just that's when you should do it. Believe me. So guys, it's been a great time speaking to you. I'm driving to work, and it's good to have you guys around while I'm driving to work. I'll do this every 2 weeks, like a little long talk and lecture, and keep you up to date. I'm currently in life trying to figure out how to find ways to make passive income, how to find ways to start a business, and how to find ways to monetize myself by using my skills. And what are my skills? I'm still trying to find out my skills, still trying to find out who I am spiritually and as a person, trying to seek my own soul. And it's come at a good time, man. 26, 27 was when it started, and I'm currently still going, man. And let me tell you, there's so many obstacles on the way. You will really sit there and think, am I doing things right in life? Am I doing things correctly? What is going on? Is this the right path for me? Believe me when I say, life ain't easy. You just got to take each day as it comes. And bro, let me say, sorry, I don't know why I said that. If you guys watch this video, please like, subscribe, join this journey, because like I said, so many people say you need to have 1 million subscribers, you need to have £1 million in the bank for you to leverage your examples in life. Like I said, all you need is a beating heart and blood that runs through veins and a heart that pumps, like I just said. That's all you need. You don't need millions of this and millions of that for validation. I give myself validation. I don't need anyone, not a single soul on the planet to say, Hamza, you can only do this once you hit this milestone. No. Not one person on earth can tell me otherwise. I will do as I please, and I will say as I please, because I'm a man who has gone through life. I have enough stories and enough moments and enough experiences in life to share with others. I'm in the exact same boat as you. I'm literally a nobody, and I'm urging you guys to subscribe because you are early in the journey, and I hope I can inspire at least one person to wake up and look at life as a journey, as a game. Life is a game. You played Call of Duty, you've played all these story games and RPGs and that. You've played Last of Us. You are the main character in your life. You choose how it goes. No one can tell you how life goes. No one can tell you what's good for you and what's bad for you. They can give you advice, that's absolutely fine, and you should take advice, but no one can tell you that this is who you are and this is what you need to pursue, and you should stop doing this because of that reason or whatnot. Not one person can tell you that. Does that mean you completely go crazy and ignore them and disrespect their opinions? No, of course not. But does that mean you just limit yourself? Absolutely not. You go for it, man. Go for whatever you want to do. Life is all about being confused. Like I said, the moment you become confused is the moment you have realized, oh wow, this is my awakening. I am confused because I am about to leave and depart from the realms of the norms, and people don't like that. People around you may judge you, they may laugh at you, they may mock you, they may doubt you, they may people may think that what's this guy talking about on the internet? Like, who does he think he is? And that's because they are afraid and insecure that this guy might leave us, because you are a part of them. You're in that nest. You're in the same area, the same neighborhood, your whole life. And this guy, what's he talking about on the net? Like, where's he trying to go? Just believe me. Just stick at it, man. Just stick at what you're trying to do. Be consistent. Never give up in life. You get one shot. That's it. Don't forget who you are. Remember God always, and keep fighting every single day. And that's all I gotta say for today. Inshallah, guys, I'll see you around. Like I said, I'm confused, man. Like I said, the next video is gonna be on some next thing. The next video is gonna be on some, I don't know. We'll see. The last video was about waking up at 5 in the morning, and the video after was about downloading the app Medium. Like, just there's nothing that correlates. But one thing that does correlate is everything you see in my channel is excreting out of my soul, because that is who I am. I am learning to read, I'm learning to write, I'm learning to spend less time on TikTok and Instagram. I've deleted TikTok for the last week now, and I've not even thought of downloading it. It's been amazing, believe me. So guys, seek your soul, charge it, find out who you are, never give up. I'll see you guys soon. See you later.